Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into Awesome Sunday Show. Before we get started, we'd like to tell you where you can find us.
Find all of our episodes, including new content like blogs and guest blogs, on our newly launched website, awesomesundayshow.com.
Woohoo!
Our podcast is also available on iTunes, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, TuneIn, and YouTube. You can find all those links also on awesomesundayshow.com.
You can also follow us on our social media accounts, twitter.com/awesomesunshow, facebook.com/awesomesundayshow, and instagram.com/awesomesundayshow.
Thanks for tuning in and enjoy the show.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Awesome Sunday Show. Connor here.
And hey, I'm Phil.
Whoa. Phil, how you doing?
Plot twist. I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. So not only is Phil here, but we have two other very special guests who we'll introduce in just a second. But unfortunately, Pat can't be here. He's feeling rather ill.
Yes.
So
It's my show now.
yeah, so Phil's the temporary co-host. I'm actually doing the recording, which it sounds fine right now, you know.
I think we're going to be all right.
You know what's really funny too?
As long as Nick doesn't talk.
It's really funny too is these headphones, I didn't have headphones for like a month because I couldn't find the batteries for them. And every time Pat would come over to record, which was 8 recording sessions, you'd be like, "Do you find those batteries for the fucking headphones?" I ended up buying new ones, left them at work, so I still didn't have batteries.
I was there for that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the show that Pat isn't here, I find the batteries and they were in the basement somewhere. So yeah. Pat, I guess you're just good luck for not being here.
Cool story, Hansel.
Yeah. So before we introduce our special guests and we get on the topic with our episode, which is going to be a really good episode. Good thing Pat's missing it. I'm just kidding. Here's a word from our sponsors and temporary co-host Phil. Would you like to go first?
Yes, I can. This episode is brought to you by Loot Crate. Loot Crate's a monthly mystery crate. Pretty much, geek and gaming gear. It's kind of like Comic-Con in a box, per se. Okay, like I said, $20 a month. You get 6 to 8 items for every box. You get gear, apparel, collectibles, things like that. You can go on to trylootcrate.com/awesome. Again, that's trylootcrate.com/awesome. Enter the promo code BRIDGE10. Again, BRIDGE, BRIDGE 10 for 10% off savings when you go on to that URL. Okay, so this is for the listeners only of the Awesome Sunday Show. And, yeah, this is going to be a good little promo you guys got going on.
Yeah, Loot Crate's awesome. They always have, like, it's a monthly box where you get either it's like a Rick and Morty theme or a Fallout theme, video games, movies, Star Wars, all that jazz. It's a lot of fun. And for our second sponsor, today's show is also brought to you by Gamefly.com. You can get a free premium 30-day trial with one game out if you go to the URL www.gameflyoffer.com/awesome. Gamefly has over 8,000 new releases and classics available to rent for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, PS Vita, Wii U, Wii, and 3DS, as well as older systems like PS2, Xbox, and GameCube. As a Gamefly member, you can rent as many console and handheld games as you want and get them delivered right to your mailbox for one low monthly fee. You can get a 1-disc plan for $15.95 or a 2-disc plan for $22.95. You also can rent movies shipped to your house as well, just like how Netflix first started out. Games are shipped directly to a pre-addressed envelope for easy returns. There's no contract, so you can cancel anytime. And rentals ship to arrive on actual game release dates. So if a game releases, let's say, May 9th, and you pick it on your Gamefly queue, it'll come to your door on that day of the release, but you're renting the game. So you're not paying $60. Instead of buying 2 or 3 games a year, you can get an entire year's worth of Gamefly service and rent as many games as you want, no late fees. And if you happen to really like a game, you can buy it used at a heavily discounted price. And you can always rent from the mobile app, from the website, or even text them, which is really nice. So, with all those benefits of Gamefly, why wouldn't you sign up? So I'll give you the URL one more time. It's www.gameflyoffer.com/awesome for the free 30-day, one game out premium trial. Thanks, Gamefly, and thanks, Loot Crate, for sponsoring these episodes. Phil, thank you for being my co-host.
No, of course. I love it. Let's go.
Now, I think it's before we introduce the topic, I think we should introduce our guests. And for the loyal awesomers out there, these are two reoccurring and fan favorite guests. And who wants to introduce themselves first? Let you go.
Snyder does, but I'll go first. Hey, it's Chris. I'm back again, guys. And hey, Phil.
Thanks, man.
Have you been exposed to asbestos? You may be entitled to a large sum of money. You may be exposed to mesothelioma. Hey, it's me, Denise, back again. Great to be here. Love ass. Love everyone except Phil.
There's a lot of love for Phil right now.
Yeah, a lot of love for me.
A lot of love for Phil.
It's because I'm sitting in Pat's seat. No one likes Pat.
Yeah, Pat is
take
the,
over Pat's
I
form.
disagree. It's just because you're
Shut
fucking
up,
Phil, dude.
Nick.
Like, think of Awesome Sunday Show as a lobster, and I'm like the right claw of the lobster. It's bigger and it's for grabbing, and it's just gets everybody in. Pat's like the little claw.
Which shark was the cool shark when Katy Perry did that Super Bowl?
Left shark.
So are you saying you're left shark
I'm
and
left
Pat's
shark.
right shark?
Pat's right shark.
Pat's bland. Pat has like no. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
No, Pat actually does a lot for the show. It's he actually even though I'm technically recording today because I know how to do it. He's usually the one that like kind of masters it and puts like all the promos in and stuff
So you're like the Flavor Flav.
of like Public Enemy.
Yeah, and he's Chuck D.
Yeah, fuck off.
Can we get a
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Nice.
Peace. Hello, can you go?
Death Row. What a brother know. Once again, back against the incredible. Prime Animal. Beyond Cannibal.
I don't know the rest.
Deep. That's your part.
I don't know.
All right, fine.
All right,
I'm just trying to relate to the youth.
I like when they collaborate with Anthrax. I think that's my favorite thing. Public
I think
Enemy ever
every like 13-year-old white kid does.
did. But I was 13 and white when I heard that. But now I'm 26 and black.
It's not cool to lie to your friends, man.
Jesus.
That has like Swaggy P meme all over it, like
Yeah.
question marks everywhere.
All right. So we're actually 6 minutes into the podcast, and people have no idea what we're talking about. So
We're going to talk about abortion today.
Oh God,
That's a real good
that's funny
topic.
because Star Wars is actually about daddy issues. But okay,
yeah. So all right, we're talking about Star Wars: The Last Jedi. The teaser trailer was just announced, and it's a teaser. I feel it in my nifkin. That's how much it teases me.
Look, tickle to the grundle.
Feeling the gooch.
Oh God,
Oh, Phil's feeling it.
Phil is feeling it.
Oh.
Like clench your butt cheeks together in the chair.
That's
Feel
just
something
Phil's
poking.
dog.
oh my God.
All right. All right.
Yo.
All right. Let's get to the topic at hand,
It's
folks.
becoming destructive.
The Last Jedi teaser was released at Star Wars Celebration, the 40th anniversary. Did you guys watch Star Wars Celebration at all?
I did.
Yeah, I watched it
loved
too.
it.
Yeah, it was great.
I loved it.
So many of the original trilogy actors were there. Like
A lot of
Peter
nostalgia.
Mayhew. Yeah.
A lot of
Billy D.
nostalgia.
Williams showed up looking cool as ever, man.
He's the man.
He is the man.
He is
He's
the man.
He's the original Harvey Dent. He was supposed to be like Harvey Dent Two-Face because in the '89 Batman and '91 Batman Returns, he was Harvey Dent, and it was a super small role, so like there was nothing really for him to do. But I don't know. He's just cool to see. I like watching him.
He's not going to be in any of the new ones, correct? They've like openly said.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That'd be cool if he just made a pop-up appearance in this new one.
He like said like I won't be in Force Awakens, but he didn't say any of the other ones.
I'd like to see him.
I would
So would
love
I.
to see him.
Like
Imagine
a
having
small, like a
Lando
small
back.
little cameo or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
It'd be
just
a
something
nice
like a
little
hello.
homage, a little
tip
homage
of
to
the
him.
yeah, a little tip of the cap. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
I always liked Lando.
Little tip of some tip.
A tip of this.
Sure.
We'll go with that.
All right. As very special guests of Awesome Sunday Show, as the loyal awesomers know, the very special guests go first. So, Chris and Nick, I would like to know some of your initial thoughts on the Last Jedi teaser, and just what you expected and how you reacted.
To be honest, most teaser trailers, I don't really expect a lot. I feel like it's just kind of to build the hype behind whatever is coming. That being said, I was very excited. It's cool to kind of see just that it's back and it is relevant again, even though it was pretty relevant like a couple months ago, you know?
Star Wars will always be relevant.
Star Wars is always relevant, but I mean, it's like in the forefront. I'm really excited for this one in particular because I feel like the second episode in like the trilogy, I guess you would say, of like each kind of I don't know. I guess you like fuck the prequels, but like you know, like Empire, and then this one. Like I'm expecting this to be like a darker episode, so I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I just kind of want to see what happens if there's going to be any twists. Just the one line when it's like all the Jedi like must die, I thought was like
Yeah, the Jedi must end.
yeah.
must end.
Yeah,
whatever.
Monster scene.
I thought that was cool.
Phil's already triggered.
That scared me because I don't know who said it, but they showed Luke on the screen
Yes.
Because he's dead, dude.
like Bruce Willis was the whole time.
He's just a Force ghost the whole movie.
Whoa!
I want to see if there's.
That could happen.
Could you stop?
That could
Dude,
happen.
my head hurts already.
I just want to see if there's going to be twists. You know, that's kind of what I took
there's
away
dude,
from it.
there's
there a
going to
twist?
be some tweets.
What the tweets?
The twist is it was directed by M. Night Shyamalan the whole time.
And it's just a terrible
If
movie.
he made a
that to me.
cameo, oh god.
He makes a cameo in all his movies.
He tries to be like the major role too.
Christopher.
I'm with Nick. Obviously, I love Star Wars. You know, I love Star Wars.
That's
I'm a
one of the first things we ever
big
really
Star
talked
Wars-
about.
Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars nerd.
Like in
I
sixth
think
grade.
I think I like Nick's kind of going with the second movies or the trilogies. Each separate trilogy that came out was always pretty much darker. Like, was it? I'm trying to think.
Your favorite movie, Attack of the Clones?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say Connor's. I was gonna say Pat at first, but I was like, do I go to Connor? I go Pat.
I think he was talking about you. You crank that.
No,
he
looked
glanced at you.
No, he was looking at kind of right at Connor.
Nick, why don't we ask the culprit?
Clearly looking at Phil.
Oh, wow. All right.
Curveball.
All right. Cool.
No, it's definitely gonna be darker. Just to go back into it, I'm just gonna make a statement here. Luke definitely dies in this one.
That's what you're calling.
I'm calling it.
That's a hot take.
Yeah,
That's a really
There-
hot take.
I think he's gonna die.
All right.
I think that's what it's kind of getting to, like the last of the Jedi, the end of the Jedi, because he's the last of the Jedi
all right.
officially.
Do we know he is the Last Jedi?
Yes.
Because we see Rey
Well,
training on that mountain with
training.
him standing behind her.
I want to say this before anything. Ryan Johnson came out today or yesterday saying that the Last Jedi is just referring to Luke. It's not plural. Even though, like,
Okay, that's cool to know.
yeah, because I was flying around for a while, and people were pretty much saying like it's gospel, you know, that it's plural. That it's plural, but it's not singular. But Ryan Johnson came out and said it's singular, not plural. I might have screwed that up beforehand, but
I know what you're trying to say.
yeah. So it's referring to Luke, who is the Last Jedi. So that means that all of the students in the Jedi Academy that the Knights of Ren have killed are gone, besides Luke.
All the Padawans are dead. We know that. That's for certain.
Again.
Luke is definitely, obviously, clearly that you just stated, he's obviously the Last Jedi. I think he's gonna die. We're gonna find out who Snoke is. The First Order may or may not become a lot bigger, like more of a galactic power. And Rey becomes Sith, and Finn becomes he's Force sensitive. You learn that Sith. Yeah, I'm sorry that Finn is definitely Force sensitive. For some reason, I'm telling you right now.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. I'm telling you.
Phil?
One prediction I have about this movie is that I have a feeling Rey is not going to be a Sith. She's going to be our first gray Jedi.
Yeah.
She's going to be our first gray Jedi. She's going to split the middle. Another reason I watched the trailer a lot. When that whole little snippet of Luke and then the voice in the background saying the Jedi must end, it could be Luke's attempt at finding balance. He's trying to train Rey because remember, Luke had an inner battle too. He always did.
Most Jedi do.
Right. He's trying to train Rey now, which he is. We saw him standing way behind her, and you see her wielding his lightsaber, his Anakin's lightsaber, when like on the cliff almost, right? So I think he wants her to become gray. He thinks the Jedi must end, but the First Order and I don't know if it's going to be Sith. I don't know if it's going to be, it's just going to be the dark side must end because he wants there to be a true balance. He doesn't want split sides. He wants gray only, which could happen.
Dude, I heard this one really wacky theory that Luke, the reason why he disappeared after the last, like his temple was destroyed by Kylo, is because, you know, he obviously lost his mind. And then when he was away, the reason why he was so secretive is because he became Sith. Or not Sith, he became dark. He started meddling with like the dark side, I mean. And there's a theory going around that he wants to finish what Anakin started, because somehow the only reason there will ever be balance in the Force is if all the Jedi are killed off, or some crazy theory like that. So like he's like trying to be like, no, the Jedi have to die because they're the reasons why there's always a constant struggle. So I'm like,
That's why I'm thinking he's training Rey.
Yeah, that's a pretty huge step, and I don't want to buy it. Be honest with you.
But I'm thinking that we're gonna be introduced to a Grey Jedi in this. I'm almost certain.
Is that canon? Or is that confirmed?
Grey Jedis are
because
canon.
that was huge in the Galactic Republic era.
I believe Grey Jedis are
And
canon.
all of a
They
sudden
they
that
have their
stuff-
own oath and everything. The Grey Jedi.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like, is that part of this timeline? Because a lot of the Galactic Republic, all that era, the Republic era, is like not canon. So
Right.
I know they were prevalent in that era.
Kind of like
So it's kind of like
it's kind of like the old Republic is Legends, and
yes.
I don't know if Grey Jedi are canon. I think they are.
Or is this their way of being like,
Well-
oh, here you Greg Jedi?
Well, this is what I think is I almost don't even really like, because you always see memes and like posts of the Grey Jedi and like what they stand for, and I want to say like they're either canon or like they might be canon.
Yeah.
But like they also might fall in the Legends category. There's not really much on the Grey Jedi. No. You get like Ahsoka Tano in Rebels, who's essentially kind of like a Grey Jedi. She was also in Clone Wars, Anakin's Padawan, who spoilers. Well, hold on. Are you watching the show? Do you guys care?
No, I already know most of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Again.
All right, so spoilers. Ahsoka Tano leaves the Jedi Order in the end of Clone Wars, to the heavy regret of Yoda and Anakin. She actually figures out Anakin's secret in the show, which was like a huge revelation. By the way, Star Wars Clone Wars is an excellent show.
Amazing.
I gotta get into
I also
it.
enjoy Rebels too. But go ahead.
I haven't watched Rebels yet.
Very good.
Not all of it, by the way, I should say. But yeah, Clone Wars is great. So yeah, I guess you can say Grey Jedi is canon, because if you want to count Ahsoka as a Grey Jedi, I do agree that I think the Grey Code is going to be more canon, or just at least introduced into the main story further. Because one instance I like to think of is shit. Now my mind's drawn a blank. Is the Grand Admiral? He's blue. Why can't I think of the name? He's just he's in Rebels.
I don't watch
He
Rebels.
was originally Legends, and then he came into canon through Rebels. So I'm gonna look it up right now.
I have like a question.
Thrawn, sorry,
Thrawn?
you Thrawn, yeah,
Yeah.
So Grand Admiral
question
Thrawn.
just got shot down.
Sorry, no, ask it as soon as I'm done with this point.
Yeah, it's okay.
As soon as Nick starts talking, I'm like, I know. Yeah, Grand Admiral Thrawn was Legends, which because he was always in the Star Wars Aftermaths book, and he was trying to bring back the Empire, trying to look for like another Sith to lead, and now he's brought back into canon, but like in a different time period, and but his character is still kind of the same. So I think they're probably going to do that with the Grey Code, or just with the Grey Jedi in general. How they weren't ever really introduced full-heartedly, except maybe somewhat in Rebels, you can argue. But I think this is going to be like the introduction. Like this is the new wave of like of thought, which is kind of like a reflection of, if that is what's going to happen in the world, or in the Star Wars universe. It's kind of a reflection of what happens with like with our society today. How schools of thought have just changed with like, the rapid times, and that would make sense even in a galactic universe as well, if it's a representation of our world and what we go through today.
Nick, you had a question.
Okay. I'm sick of being the Rosa Parks of this podcast. So
Jesus.
basically what I'm trying to say is, like, you mentioned like the Grey Jedi a lot. I'm not nearly as knowledgeable about you are, because you just said a bunch of stuff that's crazy. But so going back to like the movies, do you think Kylo Ren and like Rey are maybe like the balance between the two that could somewhat show or signify like a Grey Jedi? Because they both have like, I at least like with Kylo, I feel like, yeah, like you see a lot of bad in him, but there's also times you see some sheds of light. I don't know like if that
I mean,
In some, maybe throughout, like there's still 2 movies. Like, do you think in any way, like maybe them two could come together as like something to show that, or no?
I think,
Or is he too far along?
I think he might be too in deep right now.
but I think they both are. They both are too emotional.
No, you're right to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because you do see a heavy emotion in Rey in Force Awakens, but she kind of, when she says the Force, she calms down and she becomes more level headed. So you're onto something there. I think Kylo. You know how at the end of the teaser trailer, Luke says it's time for the Jedi to end. I think it's Kylo Ren's struggle that's so clear and open, even when he sees his father, how he says like I'm being torn apart, and like then he kills Han Solo to go to the dark side. I think maybe that might somewhat inspire Luke, or even have him in a crisis of faith, saying like, "Look, here's someone that's struggling between the good to the light and the dark side. Why not just accept both? Look what happened to my nephew. I'm not going to let that happen to you."
What I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what,
And the
that's what
Jedi.
you've been saying.
And the Sith, and
Right.
let there be pure gray. Now, I'm going to actually read the Gray Jedi code, just so you kind of get up to speed, Nick, especially, what the Gray Jedi follows. So, there is no dark side nor light side. There is only the Force. I will do what I must to keep balance. There's no good without evil, but evil must not be allowed to flourish. There is a passion, yet peace. There is serenity, yet emotion. Chaos, yet order. I am the wielder of the flame, the protector of the balance. I am the holder of the torch, lighter of the way. I am the keeper of the flame, the soldier of balance. I am the guardian of the balance. I am a Grey Jedi. They're all about balance. Now, if we look especially at Anakin's lightsaber, it's pretty much Rey's now until she makes her own. I don't know if they're going to have her make her own. That lightsaber is a symbol of balance. It was used for evil, and it was used for good. It was used for evil when he killed the younglings. When Anakin became, a Sith, when he moved to the dark side. It was through the battle with Obi-Wan. Then it was used for good when Luke fought Darth Vader. And it was also used for good again when Rey fought Kylo. So it has been used for both good and evil. I feel like that lightsaber is going to continue to be the Excalibur of Star Wars. It's going to be, that light and dark side. It's seen both. It's been used for both. It's going to be the balance.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty solid theory, man. I'll be honest.
I have
the more and more you
another-
talk about it, the more and more I believe it. To be
I
honest
have
with you.
another way of thinking about this movie.
You stole that from YouTube comments. I don't care what you
Oh my
say.
God. I have another theory with this movie that possibly we're going to be seeing a lot of Rey and Luke together training. Okay?
Yeah.
Honestly, I really
think,
hope so.
though, that we're going to be, of course, it's The Last Jedi. Now we know that Luke is the Last Jedi. The title is him.
So then, what is she? Basically, I
Padawan.
think that's where it all comes.
Exactly. But here's the thing. I think the movie's going to follow him a lot. Of course, you're going to see what happened to him. I think there's going to be a lot of flashbacks. A lot. We see Luke on the ground in the trailer next to R2-D2. That scene in the rain where he put his hand on him.
Mm-hmm.
But look who's walking towards him. It's Phasma and the Stormtroopers. You know what I mean? So we're going to find out when that temple was destroyed, when the Padawans, that whole Jedi Order that Luke created, when in the timeline that happened, because we really don't know. Kylo Ren was there. He looks older. He's pretty much the age he is now. And it had to have been pretty recent when R2-D2 powered down, when Luke left. I have to say probably within maybe 2 to 3 years of
there's
of
definitely
The Force Awakens.
There's definitely not a huge time span.
not that big of a time because they're young. They're really young, Kylo and Rey.
20s,
They're really young.
early 20s, maybe.
So, I mean, we're gonna and there's a chance Phasma may have been involved. We're gonna learn a lot about Phasma in this too. Phasma has a deep connection to this.
That's what I'm really interested in too, because I was like, not that it bothered me that much, but I kind of was disappointed is a heavy word because I didn't expect so much characterization from so many different characters, especially in the First Order part. Was General Hux and Captain Phasma. We kind of just saw like how eccentric General Hux was, where he's like, prepare to fire. Like, yeah, which I love. It's great. It's such a director Krennic and Tarkin thing to do, but like, And Captain Phasma, you only get really like maybe like 10 lines, not even.
Yeah,
So I
tops.
really, but their presence was there. Like you saw it. There was character there.
They carried power with her.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm with you. I'm with you guys. I want to see more and more of what they represent and what they bring to the table as far as when it comes to the conflict, especially when the light and the dark side, or if there's going to be a compromise.
I think there's going to be I think in this movie, going back to Snyder's comment, there's going to be a heavy dark side presence. Heavy. I don't think this is going to be like The Force Awakens where you're like, oh, giddy, all the good guys are winning and stuff. I think this is one's going to be dark.
It's gonna be like Empire.
Yeah.
I think they're going
Yep.
mobile. Like I think the movement is kind of in full effect at
Yeah.
like this point. Like they build, and then the following movie is kind of where like they clash.
This is, there's definitely building up to a huge fight, climax, whatever you want to call it, pinnacle point, and then whatever. It's going to be huge. But I think this movie is going to be real dark. I don't know. I think people are going to expect a Force Awakens-ish feel to it, where it's like really nice and the good guys win. I don't know, man. I think you're going to see major characters either die off or I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I think Snoke's got something up his sleeve too. You're gonna find out who Snoke is big time.
What do you guys think of Hux's origin? I have a theory on Hux's origin.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't really get much into General Hux or Admiral Hux, whatever his name is. I didn't really
General.
look. Is it General?
I'm actually gonna ask Connor this real quick. Before I go into my theory, I want to make sure there's a fact that's, in line. When there was a issue with Finn as a stormtrooper, and Kylo's the one that turned to Hux and said, "We might go back to clones."
Yes.
And that's Kylo said that to Hux, right? Hux almost wasn't about it. Hux wanted to
Yeah.
keep you.
Wait, time out.
No, it was the opposite.
It was opposite.
It was the
Hux
opposite.
went to Kylo and said, we might have to return back to clones because your guy went rogue.
Okay. Because I kind of had a theory that that was pretty good.
That was actually that was pretty good.
I'll do it one more time.
Do it again.
FN 2187.
That was really good.
Where's the girl?
I can see what's in your mind.
Anything else? All right. That's it. That's
That was
it.
good.
Yeah.
That was good. I like it. No, like I honestly think Hux could have been a stormtrooper to start. That did very well under Phasma, and had a lot to do with
The First Order or
yes, and had a lot to do with he could have been a stormtrooper under Phasma. It could be in a flashback coming in this movie where he helped destroy the temple. All depends on where Phasma is, if stormtroopers were involved. It all depends on the timeline too.
Yeah.
But he could have got promoted quick up. You know what I mean?
Or he could just be a generic general.
You never know.
I don't know. Like I never gave his character much thought, to be honest with you. It wasn't like a Director Krennic or something like that, or was it Tarkin? Was he a Grand Moff or whatever the fuck?
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Grand, yeah. Like those guys, you're like, all right, dude, these guys carry some weight. You got to look into these guys.
Fierce.
Like Hux was kind of like he was memorable, but I was like, I felt like he was just a generic.
There's also a
general.
power struggle there. Kylo and Hux.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Huge power struggle.
Yeah, I mean it's always been in the Sith Empire though. It's
That's
always.
just an Empire cliche in general. Just a fighting between power. You have someone who's clearly more powerful than the other, and
It's two different
is the
powers.
one being challenged. But let's look at Director Krennic in Rogue One in the awesome scene with Darth Vader on Mustafar, where you see Darth Vader kind of like in like the healing chamber with like limbless, so he's like kind of at a point of vulnerability. So you think like something's going to happen where there's going to be dialogue between Director Krennic and Darth Vader, where it's almost like Grand Moff Tarkin and Darth Vader, where there's like a mutual respect of power and authority.
A lot of mutual respect.
But it's kind of like a slap in the face because you have the lines between them, the dialogue, and then you see Director Krennic choke, and he goes, "Don't choke on your aspirations." And I see that relationship between Kylo Ren and General Hux way more
100%.
because they're kind of like cat and dog. Like, we didn't retrieve the map; he wanted the girl instead, and and just totally like pointing at him like, "Ha ha!" Like I told that on you.
Hux
because
is
they're
definitely
fighting-
the cat.
Yeah.
Hux is the cat.
No, they're just fighting for the attention of Snoke because they want to become like the go-to guy for Snoke.
Well, who's gonna be there when Snoke is gone is essentially like what they might be thinking, or what General Hux is maybe thinking. It seems like Kylo Ren has much deeper respect for Snoke, almost kind of it differences from the rule of two. Whereas the rule of two is they respect their master, but they eventually want to surpass them, kill them.
100%.
Kylo Ren has a weird obsession with Snoke. He's like, Supreme Leader is wise. And like, he's just like, oh my God, the Supreme Leader, It's like a 90s girl, like, oozing over Heath Ledger and 10 Things I Hate About You. Like, that kind of weird.
Snyder did that too. He oozed over Heath Ledger in that movie.
I have a poster in my room. I look at it sometimes.
Nice.
Nice.
Now, all right, if and only if
Snoke is Jar Jar Binks.
that too.
Don't stop. Leave, Snyder. You will.
This
leave
is why I
right
invited
now.
you on.
God damn it, Snyder. This was serious, and this just happened.
If
Need a
Misa.
wild card.
Misa.
do we think that Luke could be the new Sith Lord?
No.
Above all, do we know?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't.
What if Snoke? All right, Snoke may have dark force powers, but we don't know his history. Do you think we're going to learn a lot about Snoke in this one, or are they going to wait or hold out on it? I don't know.
Well, here's
I'll
the thing.
be honest with you. All right,
it wasn't
go
even
ahead,
the
go ahead.
trailer, and it pissed me
So
off.
in Star Wars Clone Wars, the episodes that follow Darth Maul and Savage Opress, which is they're both brothers, and those episodes of Star Wars Clone Wars always had the red logo of Star Wars. So, and it followed the Sith and the dark side and their aspirations more than it did the Jedi. And the Jedi were kind of like Obi-Wan was more of the focus of those episodes because obviously between the rivalry between him and Maul. But also you saw how Sith train. You saw their attitude towards one another. They saw like they kind of explored like if the master is kind of like Darth Maul, like how he would treat his underling. So you got that more. So I think in The Last Jedi, obviously the logo is red. Which is the first thing that everyone pointed out. They're like, holy shit, it's a red logo. So we're definitely going to learn about Snoke. I am like 100% sure. Snoke. We're going to find out Snoke. I think he's from the Outer Rim.
Yeah, I don't
Very
think
ancient.
I don't think he is a race known to us. I mean, a race that we know from the movies.
Or
Well-
it could be a race from long ago.
That's what.
Where do you think in the Outer Rim? Because Darth Maul's also from the Outer Rim. He's from Dathomir.
he was from.
Yeah.
Dathomir.
Was
That's,
he?
that's an Outer Rim territory.
Okay,
That's like
right.
He's Dathomirian. That's the Outer Rim.
they know of the Outer Rim, but it's not out. Yeah, no, I guess it is. It's weird. Isn't that kind of a gray area?
Oh, nice.
Full circle.
Nice.
Because the Outer Rim, I always thought just wasn't explored. Like you would land on a planet and wouldn't know what it is.
No, I mean, Outer Rim was just like a coined term for the Outer Rim planets.
but it's not
pretty
within the
much-
Republic or the Empire.
It was Empire. Outer Rim planets were mostly Empire for the most part.
Okay.
Like Malachor, like Dromund Kaas, all those areas pretty much were Outer Rim.
Well, yeah, and that's where the Empire also escaped after the Battle of Jakku.
Yeah, I think so.
They would have no place to go, and that's why I think Snoke is from the Outer Rim because that's when he just like swooped in.
I think Snoke is really ancient. People like there's so many theories about him. Like he's supposed to be. I'm trying to think.
I think he's supposed to be Nick Snyder.
Yeah, apparently Nick Snyder's making a huge cameo in this movie, supposedly, quote unquote. Maybe a shaven beard. We don't know.
I'm Denise. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm just saying Nick Snyder. I mean, no Denise is here.
And we have Jar Jar Binks present right now.
Phil.
Misa Krasolaski.
No. Get
Oh,
outta here.
wow.
No.
I think definitely I agree with you. I think Snoke is going to be a huge part of the movie. I think the movie is going to be a very like dark theme. I don't want to say Sith because I feel like I'm going to use the wrong terminology. But
The
like,
Sith are dead.
We'll just say dark side.
Yes.
Dark side.
Chris loves the Sith. He keeps saying Sith. The Sith are not. I don't think they're prominent right now. dude.
I think it's going to be a heavy dark side influenced movie, which I mean, I feel like would only just leave you to believe that Snoke will be present at some point. I think maybe if it doesn't give light, like if it doesn't give insight on his past, maybe it shows just what he's capable of. I don't know. I think there's going to be something that brings it to the table, definitely. I think I could totally see him bitching out Kylo Ren a lot more. I'm just kind of curious to see. I think he is ancient of some kind because, I mean, look at that guy.
He looks like he's been through some shit.
He looks weathered.
Yeah.
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 Battle scars, deformed face.
Also, is he really that big?
Well, we don't know.
I think that's like a
That's
psychological
the
thing.
That's the hologram, I think.
I think that's like
So
a
it's
way
like
of power.
Coachella Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow, dude. I think he's gonna be big
Outlaws.
in general. Like he might be like an 8 foot tall like
I don't-
being.
I
An
don't
8
think-
foot tall Caminoan.
Oh. Going, that's another
That
theory.
was my other
That's
theory.
a very
He
good
kinda
theory.
looks
That's
like
Snoke. Exactly. That's why my original theory was
You
a
all
Snoke
right?
is from Camino.
He just got woke.
I don't want to. Should I give my whole
Give it
theory?
away, dude.
All
Because
right,
it's
here
so
we go.
good.
Do
it's
it.
so
Come on,
good.
do it.
Okay.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Say it, Chris.
Do it.
Okay. So my original theory after we originally saw The Force Awakens was I said instantly, holy shit, Snoke looks like he's from Camino. So I went back and watched Attack of the Clones. And literally, they're all tall as shit. They're all like that weird, like alien, narrow, skinny body.
Eggplant head.
Yeah, exactly. They had the weird eyes. It just
Straight up.
It just seems as though he looks like he's from Camino. Now, where are the clones from? Camino.
Yes.
Thank you.
And they bring up the Clone
original
War.
stormtroopers are clones that the clones became the stormtrooper. They're from Camino, based upon the Fets. Right. So, my original theory is that when Sifo Dyas put the order in to get the clones made 10 years prior, right when he quote unquote died, his body was brought to Camino because he had a strong relationship with Camino. When they did that, they had to revive him somehow. They felt it was needed. It was like they owed it to him. But his body was so damaged that when they did such, they had to use a clone of one of their own. Thus, Sifo Dyas became looking like a Caminoan. But my also tied into that is I also thought Sifo Dyas was also Darth Plagueis at the same time.
Yeah, they're not.
No, that's a possibility.
Well, yeah, it's
a huge
also-
possibility because they died around the same time. So
yes and
if
no,
Plagueis,
but it's two separate deaths though. Like Sifo Dyas died on a diplomatic mission that crash landed after being shot down, and
So you
Darth
think-
Plagueis was allegedly killed. And
Innocent.
I use that hugely
Allegedly.
allegedly by the
Allegedly.
Emperor.
So if Sifo Dyas is Darth Plagueis and the Caminoans felt they owed it to him, and look, the clones became bad instantly. That's why I
That's
think
just
Plagueis and Sifo Dyas are one and the same.
Well, that was also
the
programming.
Caminoans, when they took his body in, people are gonna think I'm crazy because this is so elaborate. Take his body in, can't revive him unless they use clone parts of them, which is why he looks so deformed because it's part human, part Caminoan, and
So Frankenstein's monster
exactly.
Yeah.
becomes the scientist.
And he hides out on Camino, which is also in the.
Outer Rim.
Thank you.
Ooh, Nick, how you doing over there?
Man, I'm lit right now. No, that was wow, Phil, that was actually a really good theory. Take in this nice gesture because it's not going to happen.
Okay.
Well, remember, because originally it was supposed to be Pat and I, then Phil and Chris. Phil has to fill in for Pat, so essentially you're filling in for Phil right now.
You're me.
You're filling.
You
for
can never
Phil.
live up to me, but you're me.
Wow, how's that feel?
Oh, fuck. I'd rather lose my foot from diabetes.
Oh God.
It's diabetes.
You guys are saying it wrong.
Ha, I got
Honestly,
diabetes.
I like the theories. I don't really want to make my own theory just yet because I'm not nearly as educated as you guys are, but I'm very curious to see how it kind of ends up. I do think Snoke is of like another area, whether it is Outer Rim or not. I just have like I'm just really curious to see how it kind of plays out. Like the whole Camino thing, like he does look like one of them.
And the deformity because they tried to put Sifo Dyas back together, but they couldn't, so they used clone parts of Caminoans.
Almost like yeah, Frankenstein skin grafts.
And they grew him inside of one of those chambers that
Look
they
at this
did to the
graph.
clones. Look at this graph.
Stop.
Never made it as a wise man. Could have come as a poor man's dealer. You got to make it.
That's an original song by Jeff Dentino.
Need a hero to save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait for the Last Jedi, December 15th, 2017. All right.
Is that the official release date?
I think
15th?
I think it's the 15th.
It said Christmas in the trailer.
Or Christmas time.
Yeah, it's just to get you hyped around the holiday, you know, like Christmas, Star Wars.
Oh, this is gonna be hype. I'm already hyped right now.
It's amazing
I
how
can't wait 8 months.
No.
It
Yeah.
builds hype around like a minute long trailer. That's like all it takes.
Yeah, I mean, look how much
it's so small.
we already talked about our thoughts for around the teaser. So I kind of want to end the episode as far as like just looking into the teaser just a tiny bit more. And so as the teaser starts off, you see Rey training. There's not what I really liked about the trailer was it didn't really reveal anything at all, actually. But
I like that.
That's good because I hate one of my biggest pet peeves is when you go to the movie and you feel like you saw all the good parts already in the trailer. You know? You ever get that from like a lot of movies?
Oh,
At least I
absolutely.
do.
A lot of comedies. do that.
Comedies especially.
Yeah.
But
Every
I'm
Fast
just
and the
saying,
Furious
like,
movie ever.
I don't really like those.
No,
but-
neither do I. But every
like-
trailer is
like
like,
the
oh, I know the
first
movie
one.
now.
I like kind of all of them except for the newest one I haven't seen yet.
Let's move on.
You're gonna turn your back on your family.
Come on, Dom.
It's so dumb, but that's why I like it.
Just blow the shit up. That's like must be like the fallback for everything.
Listen, you need to watch Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yeah, you do.
I let Nick Snyder borrow it for like a week and he hasn't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it yet.
Dude, the
I've
Pork
been
Chop
slacking.
Express.
It just sits there on my desk, and like I look at it, and I'm always like, I should watch this, and then I just
Don't.
don't.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Nick.
Kurt Russell, we
All right.
trust.
So we're definitely gonna see like what they showed us in this teaser trailer was essentially stuff we knew, but we just really wanted to see, like Rey in training, Luke, like new ships that make you Finn, right? Poe running, distress, anarchy,
Explosions.
Michael Bay,
Kylo Ren.
yeah. But going back to Kylo Ren,
My dad.
your dad's in the movie.
Diddling.
Me.
But when we see Kylo Ren, what do we see on his face?
Anger.
What do you see on his face that was a result of the ending of Episode 7?
Mechanical parts,
Mechanical parts.
right?
He looks like an emo kid with hair.
He has a scar on his face. He has a scar on his face.
I fucked that up.
He had a scar on his face.
Herpes.
Yeah. After his losing battle, he
He lost a bigger battle.
lost the bigger battle.
To an Ewok.
They practice. Yeah.
Wow. Let's take a turn for the
He
worst.
gets those like dick parasites.
Oh God, let's keep this going to Star Wars.
Go,
Come
go
on.
back to Star Wars, man.
Bring
I'm
back the
cringing.
scar.
All right. Well, if you got it right the first time, all right.
Took it too far. Go ahead, Connor.
That's fine.
And not everyone's perfect, Connor.
Yeah, exactly. Wait till June. Yeah. So you see it. So you see a scar on his face.
You're not better than me by June. I don't care what anyone says.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's my birthday month. I'm not gonna let you take it from me.
We'll wrestle a bison. All right, we're getting off topic. Yeah, so we see a scar on his face. So like, what I really liked is it was what the first teaser trailer did for Episode 7. It just kind of showed you new things, but nothing that's like coherent to the story yet, because it's just flashy images and like people running. But look how much. But look how much we talked about, and they gave you one little morsel of where the story might head, just to get you invested. And it's really what I enjoyed about it, because now I still don't know anything. You literally don't know a thing except that essentially Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, is just having a crisis of faith and or changing his philosophies. How is that going to play out? We don't know yet.
What are some other questions you guys have from the trailer? One I have is who's flying the Millennium Falcon, because Chewie was never really a good of a pilot.
Yeah, he flies at the end of
Well,
Episode
we
7.
also know Rey and Chewie left together. So I think that's like a cut from maybe the
Yeah,
beginning.
because
of the movie,
Chewie landed
right?
on the island with her, right? Or did she go alone? No, Chewie went with her,
Ooh,
right?
Yeah, I think he went because they both left. They were both together when they left after they.
Did he
completed
fly
their
the Falcon
mission.
back alone?
Yeah, he went with her to.
I think he went with her. I think he just didn't go on that scene with her.
No, yeah, he was with her when he dropped her off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Ray, R2,
So
and Chewie.
Did Chewie leave alone then, I'm guessing?
Here's where I'm at. This is I think my question going to why Phil asked, do we have any more questions? How much can the Resistance even still have left to fight? Alderaan's gone. The Republic, Senate, everything's gone.
Well, Alderaan's been gone.
Alderaan's been
Well, that's what
gone
I'm-
since
that's what I'm- but that's what I'm trying to
1977.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, there's like, what else is there even to fight for?
Well, no,
they destroyed the base, a Star Killer. That's great, but I mean, like, it's almost like they getting to the point where it's like,
no, the Resistance is much bigger, I think, than the Rebellion ever was, in my opinion. Because
The Empire?
No, the Rebellion.
Oh, the Rebellion.
Yeah, because
Oh, I thought you meant. Sorry, go ahead.
because the Resistance because there's an actual not because they established in Episode 7 there's an actual Galactic Republic again. The Republic is revived. There's the First Order that is what's challenging the Republic. It's not like the Empire was the empire of the galaxy,
and yet Star Killer base destroyed them.
They destroyed 5 planets of the Republic.
That's it.
That's not
That's
the,
it.
That's just
I'm
it.
almost positive they had their Senate on that, or their council, whatever you want.
Yeah,
to
but
call
I mean,
it.
like you destroy an Imperial planet. How many other Imperial planets are there?
I know, but like,
Well, I mean, like they destroyed the Death Star, and there's still 2 other movies after. One of them's having another Death Star.
true. But
So-
that's my question. I mean, how much more can the Resistance keep going? That's why I think this goes back to Nick's dark, somber movie. I think you're going to see it get destroyed, if not really close to being destroyed. I really do. That's. What
I still think the Trade Federation's in on this.
Shut the
you
fuck
love
up.
you love droids,
kidding.
dude. Rotter.
You know what's really funny too is how much Matt Hoffman from Live from the Middle Urinal loves Episode 1.
He loves
I'm gonna throw this out there.
Episode
I don't
1.
think Matt knows much about Star Wars.
He doesn't know
universe.
anything.
So
He doesn't.
I'm gonna put that on record.
He's fake.
I know more.
You do.
Oh, 100%.
You know so much more.
Dude,
I know so
100%.
much more.
100%.
I bet you he doesn't even listen to this.
Camino,
He doesn't. He's selfish.
Outer Rim.
Look at you. You're killing it right now.
These are the words.
What power's a lightsaber?
Kyber crystals.
You know more than that.
Yes, you know more than that.
Suck it, man.
Say Cypher
Syphilis.
Yeah.
Damn, I messed that up already. Why'd you let me on?
Oh man.
No, I think going off what you said, like, yeah, like the whole dark movie concept, I like one point you brought up with the red logo, because I never noticed that. And when you said that it just kind of adds more to the theme. I feel like what they're
Right.
trying to get at. And it's super cool to kind of see that, because I like seeing the bad guys kind of do some
Bad stuff.
yeah, it stirs the pot way more. It builds up to that
have pot?
climax so much more. What?
You have pot?
I wish. Builds up to that climax like so much more. And just as like a movie in general, I really like seeing that. It just adds more to the plot. It's a more solidifying story, I think, to at least end off at. You know what I mean? Like it leads into the next movie.
Right.
Where like it kind of leaves you guessing as to what's going to actually happen. My question is, did you, Phil, how many times you watched the trailer?
At least 10.
How many stones were raised when Ray touched the ground?
Oh no.
Oh, he's challenging you.
Does Nick know more than
Do you know?
Yeah.
666?
12.
Wrong.
How many?
12.
You're kidding.
It's 13. Plot twist. I made that all up.
Plot twist. M. Night Shyamalan's your dad.
My dad beats me.
Terrible stories.
I stomp grapes in the cellar. It's one of my 24 personalities.
Yeah, but we're only going to see like 5 of them in the whole fucking movie.
I'm the beast.
Shut up. I know you like that. I will admit, I'm a minority with Split, so Pat and I. But all right, but this is not a Split podcast.
Yeah, it's not.
I already wrote a
No.
review on
Chill
it.
out, dude.
You should read my review on awesomesundayshow.com. But yeah, folks, do we have anything else we want to cover with the Last Jedi teaser, or pretty much a good place to end off?
I like tip of the cap to Carrie Fisher
Yeah,
with her
You-
back turned.
That's another thing I wanted to bring up. Do you think like how like you were saying with like the resistance getting crushed, that's kind of how they're going to like off her in like a way?
100%. I think, yeah, I forgot to mention that too. I figured she needs to die off. And unfortunately, in real life, she really did pass away. And that sucks in itself. But for the fans in the movies, she needs to die off now in the movies. So I think
She finished. Did she finish?
She
filming?
finished all of it.
Yeah.
She finished everything before she passed away.
It's true. All of it.
So do you think then?
I think this might tie in with her character's demise, which goes into that whole dark. They're going to see people dying off now because dude, how much longer can Luke be alive? How much longer can Leia be alive?
Yeah.
You've seen Han Solo's dead. Wookiee looks like he's fucking hitting the better side of 60 now.
The Peter Mayhew,
Well, yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean like Chewbacca.
yeah.
He's getting a
he
little
better
grays,
live.
man. He's getting some grays in there.
Yeah,
fine. He'll be
but
fine.
The benefit with a lot of those characters, though, is that they can. Obviously, the people who represent them and play the characters can never be replaced. They're irreplaceable people.
Yes.
But the characters themselves who plays them can be replaced. Like Admiral Akbar is being replaced.
That's a trap.
And Admiral Akbar is like one of my favorite Star Wars characters. So I'm glad he's coming back. Carrie Fisher and as Princess Leia, unfortunately, is something you can't replace because she has her face is the
Yeah,
face.
that is her.
Yeah.
That's Princess Leia.
So it's tough, but I mean, hopefully,
That's General Organa to you.
Easy.
but to me, she'll always be royalty.
She's a rebel scum to me.
Wow.
Chris is all Empire.
100%.
I'm totally Rebel Jedi.
Yeah, the Sith have been dead for how long, and he still talks about
Well,
the
Sith is a loose term. I mean, it's relative.
No, it's not.
It's
The
relative.
Sith is a religion.
He's like a
relative.
Star Wars
No,
neo-Nazi.
Sith is relative. Fuck you. I'll blow your planet up.
Palpatine youth over there.
Goose stepping in dark robes.
Oh my god, we gotta end this podcast before it gets out of hand.
I'm the Boba Fett of this podcast. A lot of hype, 6 lines.
And then you get eaten by a weird. Yeah. And everybody loves you. And everybody loves you.
I'm not dead because I'm coming back.
And everybody loves you too.
Come out looking like Tom Hardy because I'm bigger and stronger than Connor.
Ooh, that's all right. I'll be Christian Bale at the end. I'll just be like, where's the detonator? Where is she?
Oh man.
But in that note, I know me, as many are extremely excited to see what unfolds.
Agreed.
I'm hoping it follows in the footsteps of Empire Strikes Back, because that is my favorite Star Wars movie. So I'd like to see.
Yeah, I want to see somebody cut open a.
I just don't want. I want it to be similar in tone to Empire, but I don't want it to be similar in story structure like Force
That's
Awakens.
what I mean,
to
like
New Hope.
the tone of it.
Yeah.
You don't want to see anybody cut open a tauntaun and sleep inside of it.
I mean,
Bear Grylls does that with a camel in an episode. Man vs. Wild. Just sorry.
all right, folks, that's it. Yes, I would like to see that. Kinda. I would like to. I don't know. I would like to see it in maybe a solo movie, Han Solo movie.
Or when Bear Grylls does it on that episode of Man vs. Wild.
With the camel.
All right, we're at 51 minutes for an episode about a 2-minute teaser trailer. So yeah, folks, thanks for listening in. Remember, the episode is brought to you by GameFly. You can do a premium free 30-day trial, which is one game out. If you go to www.gameflyoffer.com/awesome. Phil?
It's also brought to you by Loot Crate. Loot Crate's like that Comic-Con in the box thing we talked about before. You can go to trylootcrate.com/awesome. Again, trylootcrate.com/awesome and enter the code BRIDGE10, BRIDGE10, and you'll get 10% savings on your first box.
That's pretty tubular. I always want to say that. But on the podcast.
Oh
Pat would
my
never
God.
Pat would never let me say it. So
I shouldn't have let you say it. Say it. Excuse
you're
me.
a bad temporary co-host.
Wow.
I agree.
No,
Wow.
I made that up. Now Nick's the dick.
Whatever.
Yeah, but also thank you to a very special guest for
Pickle
coming
Nick.
on.
It was great to be here again. Next time, I'm going to be Gary Busey the whole time, so prepare for that.
Find Gary Busey.
As always, guys, thank you for having me on here, Connor.
No, you're welcome.
And co-host Phil, Pat.
Also, get your Awesome Sunday Show shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys sponsored. Get it, buy it,
Yeah.
sport it.
So that's actually
the
thank you for
company
bringing that
up.
up, Nick.
Yeah.
We have shirts coming and/or have came already. It's either gonna be today or tomorrow. Pat did text me, so I'll look at it later. But
Well, did they come or are they coming?
they
Did they
either
prematurely come or are they still stroking it? Like, I gotta figure this out.
it depends. That's all in the mail, man.
How much whiskey do they have?
Then it's pretty limp at that point.
You know what? Get your Awesome Sunday Show shirts.
Yeah.
Wear them to your local bar, your local outing. Your
Wear
next
them to the
group-
Wear them
Arrowhead.
to the gym.
Wear them to the gym. Wear them to your next friendly gathering.
If
Wear
you-
them to Coachella. And
Don't
then
cut the sleeves
Be
off.
on Pinterest.
And your next convention, you can wear it too as well.
The next time you see Star Wars in the movie theaters, anything.
Yeah, folks.
You
Just
can
wear the damn shirt.
use it as a rag for,
Catching the kids.
yeah.
All right, folks. Remember, you can always find every episode of Awesome Sunday Show on awesomesundayshow.com. You can also read some blogs there. We wrote reviews. D'Elia is actually, Anthony D'Elia, frequent guest, is as a blog series on what he's watching on TV every week. I'll be starting a blog series either by next week or 2 weeks from now. I just got to watch some more movies called Kaiju Tuesdays, where I write about a new Kaiju movie. And also, you can find blogs written by Bill Pivot and Justin Facina, Matt Hoffman, soon to be other people as well. Folks, thanks for listening in, and you have yourself an awesome midweek. And wait till the next episode on Sunday for another episode of Nick.
Awesome Sunday show.
Awesome. Have a good night, guys.
See ya.
Hey, it's been real. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
For the children.
Take